The Actions and Stuff texture pack is an amazing creation at the premium price of 1,690 mine tokens. It brings a vanilla enhanced texture pack with 3D item models and player and mob animations. The pack can be used with its textures or default textures and potentially your favorite texture pack as well. But unfortunately, not every texture pack plays nice. So in this series, we're testing them all to find out which ones actually do work. And we're building the ultimate compatibility list. In today's video, we're going to be pairing the Dark Fantasy Visuals Vibrant Visual Texture Pack by Starfish Studios with the Actions and Stuff 1.8 update that allows vibrant visual compatibility from Overworld Studios. And in today's video, we're going to be testing it in the X16 and X64 subpacks of Actions and Stuff. So the fully compatible mode and the full Actions and Stuff experience to see what happens. I'm not bothering with X32 anymore. It's too clunky, it's too weird, and it's too random and too confusing. I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Alright, so we're loading into a brand new world. This is a normal world, not a flat world, so we can get a full effect. And we're using Dark Fantasy Visuals here with the Actions and Stuff X16, which is the full compatibility mode. Now, I'm expecting it to be vanilla Minecraft textures with the Actions and Stuff animations and the Dark Fantasy Visuals world. And okay, I mean, that's an intriguing start. We're in like a desert slash Badlands type area. You can see, look, I'm even in survival. I didn't mean to be in survival. Let's just quickly change this to game mode creative. I think cheats aren't enabled in this world. Let me sort that out. There we go. Managed to sort that out. So now we should be able to cheat where we need to. But this is the world that we're in. So yeah, okay. Let's have a little look. Get going. Now, one texture that I know is not going to be vanilla here. And actually, it's going to be one that is going to be really difficult for us to find, but maybe up here, if we're lucky, is going to be the dirt block. Because the dirt block should be overridden by Dark Fantasy now. Yes, it is. There it is. So Dark Fantasy, one of the only blocks that it actually touches is the grass block. Sorry, I said dirt. I meant grass block. And it applies a height map to it. But everything else should be now your Minecraft vanilla style textures. And we should just be looking at them using the Dark Fantasy lighting settings, which, if you don't know, it kind of makes everything a bit darker, a little bit overcast, not so much glowing from sunlight here. I think this is cool, but one thing we need to see, because we're not exactly seeing any actions and stuff here. Are we going to get any of those animations that you would expect? We got the flapping wings, yeah. So we got what I call the bouncy Actions and Stuff animations in places. Got the armadillo here as well, walking around. And by bouncy, I just mean the characters, the mobs, they just move around a lot more flamboyantly, happily, bouncily. Hence bouncy. I know I didn't need to explain it, but why not? Let's just explain it a little bit. We can see as well, we got the fog off in the distance here as well. So the reason why I've been doing this type of a setup to these videos is so that we can see how two vibrant visual packs would interact around the world. And this very much doesn't have Actions and Stuff's vibrant visuals trying to poke through. This is the Dark Fantasy Visuals. We are in like the worst biome to try and see some of the animations. So if we go to just spawn, we'll pull out a cow, a pig, and a sheep. They're kind of my go-to. So yeah, look, even in the spawns, they've got the bounciness to them. So yeah, that is it. We've got Actions and Stuff animations. We've got vanilla textures aside from the grass block. And we've got the Dark Fantasy Visuals vibrant visual lighting effects right here. Why don't we change it to Actions and Stuff X64 now? And let's see which pack wins. So I've loaded in, and now I'm not actually sure what to expect here, because obviously Actions and Stuff is going to be set to its fullest mode. So we should have Actions and Stuff textures, Actions and Stuff's mobs, Actions and Stuff's animations. And I'm a bit weary of, are we going to get Actions and Stuff's vibrant visuals? But with Dark Fantasy in slot 1, anything that both packs change, slot 1 should be the pack that wins. And it does still feel like dark fantasy visuals here. Now, another test we can do really quickly is let's get down to a grass block again over here. We do still have the dark fantasy visuals grass, which means we do still have that one height map. But then you can tell that this is actions and stuff in the textures for everything else. Interesting. And then we've got the dark fantasy visuals, what I believe to be the dark fantasy visuals vibrant visuals effects up here too. So if you want to use dark fantasy, or if you want to use actions and stuff in its full effect with dark fantasy visuals, initial impressions are that it works. And the actions and stuff vibrant visuals isn't necessarily going to win. It's going to sit below dark fantasy. Now that is interesting. I think this might need more testing than I'm able to do in today's video to see if there's any jankiness. But maybe one thing that we can do is just head out. I hate Minecraft at the moment. I'm saying it in every video, but I genuinely hate it at the moment with all of the bugs. If we go 10,000 blocks into this direction and let's see what we're dealing with here. So we've got height maps on the ores. So that's obviously applied by dark fantasy visuals. Now the question here, is it lining up? It looks like it is. But is it? Oh, but maybe it's not. But maybe it is. It's giving it a bit of a blurry feel to it. Okay, we've got the water here as well. This is definitely dark fantasy visuals in style though. So X64 actions and stuff with that dark fantasy visuals really does give us a darker and drearier world, which here's probably going to be a big tonal shift. In fact, can I see it in a bit of a light area? There we go. So we've got the dirt from actions and stuff with the grass block from dark fantasy visuals. You see a slight clash. Now, you're not going to see that a lot, but you are going to see it every time you look at dirt and grass. So it's not going to be something that's, it's not going to be stone to cobblestone. It's not going to be andesite and granite, but dirt and grass does appear a lot in the world. So you do have to be somewhat careful with that. But if you can look past that, this actually does bring more of the neutral actions and stuff known to be quite colorful. This is really interesting to see. I wasn't expecting this result. If you guys want to see, by the way, if you guys want to see me pair Prizma, Luminous Dreams, Ultra Realism, I'm trying to think of all of the packs I've got, with actions and stuff in X64, make it known down in the comments. I mean a lot. Make it known a lot down in the comments. And I'll do one video where I pair all three with the 64 version of actions and stuff, and we'll see what wins. But with that being said, let's go over to our compatibility world now, and let's see how dark fantasy visuals lines up with the mobs and the animations of actions and stuff X16. And so we're going to try and load into the compatibility world now, and you can see the results of every test that we've done with actions and stuff and a secondary texture pack over on my website. It's dasman.gg. Head over there. The link directly to the table in the database is in the description as well. So you can see all of the results of every pack that we've done, testing it with actions and stuff to see if it works. Now, here in the X16 version, like I said before, I'm just expecting vanilla mobs and dark fantasy visuals lighting, which is what we've got here. So hopefully we're just going to have nothing broken and we can say it's a yes, to be honest with you. We're looking for those animations from actions and stuff here, working absolutely fine. This should work fine. I don't think there's any custom models added. So we're looking out to make sure that all of the textures load in. We're not looking for anything special because it's vanilla Minecraft. But we are just hoping that models are working, that they're rendering, and that the animations are linking up. And this quick fly through, and it's going to be a quick fly through because, like I said, we're not looking for so much. It's happening. It's working absolutely fine. We've got reflections on the iron golems here as well. Looking nice. Looking pretty. Okay. We've also got the snow golems here. So far, so good. Everything good. This is what I like to see. It's uneventful. It's unsurprising. And it's just working because there's nothing here. And obviously, we'll have to do this test again when Dark Fantasy Visuals releases its own custom textures in 2016. But that's, always happy to do a redo. No problem. It's all working absolutely fine here so far. Very good. So if you are a fan of dark fantasy visuals, and you are a fan of the actions and stuff animations, and you are a fan of vanilla textures, this is working absolutely fine so far. You may end up being very, very happy. And after this, we'll test actions and stuff x64. And if you're a fan of the actions and stuff textures, then you hopefully will also be very, very happy again. And I think this comes down to the fact that Dark Fantasy Visuals doesn't touch any of this. So right now, this is just Minecraft handling the load, which we all know currently is not something Minecraft can do consistently anyway. But it's handling business right now. And then in the x64 mode... Oh, we've lost a ghast. I need to get rid of the stone in here, I think. In the x64 mode, I think it'll be the same, with Dark Fantasy Visuals not really touching anything, but it then leaning on actions and stuff to carry the load. And it's weird, but I personally have a lot more faith that actions and stuff can carry the load more than the base Minecraft game can carry the load, which is just... It's so silly to say, but it is very much the truth here. But everything's working absolutely fine. This is almost a video that didn't need to be done from a mob point of view. Can you stop dying over there? Thank you. It's a video that probably didn't need to be done from a mob point of view, but I learned something already. And that's that Dark Fantasy Visuals can be working with x64. Yep, that's all working absolutely fine. Let's pop into the end. I was pleasantly surprised. Oh, hello. Let's let this catch up with us. I was pleasantly surprised that the actions and stuff full version seems to work with Dark Fantasy Visuals. In the world, at least. This is a very dark end. Let's have a look around here. We've got a wither flying around. We've got the triple threat match going on over here somewhere. Got the shulker. Again, all vanilla textures happening here. Nothing too crazy. All working absolutely fine, as you would expect. Yeah. We've got the wither firing off up here as well. Where's he gone? Come here. I can't even see him. Oh, he's down there now. So, other than it being incredibly dark here, which I think is the Dark Fantasy Visuals effect, we also don't have a pulsating light. Or we do, there it is. Yes, we do. We do. It's an understated one, but we do. It's very dark in the end. But in terms of mobs and in terms of world generation, so far it's a yes. So, let's come over here. Let's grab ourselves some weapons and let's see what we're dealing with. So, immediately, the weapons all have that pop-in animation. And if we look at the weapons on here, are we getting any glisten and shine from them? A little bit. A little bit of glisten and shine. Not too bad. And then if we have a look at the hoe. So, oh. That is incredibly slow. Why was that so slow? Okay, no, it's picked up again now. That first hoe attack was very slow. Yeah, that's all working fine. And that's all working fine. And then if we come into here, chop all of that down, chop all of that, shovel all of that, and hoe all of that. Yeah, that's all good. We'll grab ourselves the bow, the crossbow, and the arrow. So the bow, we get the animation sound, but there's no animation on the arrow, which you wouldn't get in X16 anyway. Same for the bow. We'll do it again. Yep. And yep, that's working absolutely fine. We'll grab ourselves the trident and the mace. And again, vanilla textures galore. All working absolutely fine. All working absolutely fine. Yep, all good. And then if we grab the shield, pop that down, that's come across correct. And that's come across correct. Yeah. All working absolutely fine here. We'll grab this and we'll grab this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. There's the armor on us. It's got that purple glisten. Not much of a shine. There is a bit of a reflective to it, or a bit of a glisten to it, but it's not overstated at all. And then if we look at the rest of the armors here as well, you can see the heat radiating off of them. But yeah, X16 actions and stuff working absolutely fine with Dark Fantasy Visuals. And you know what? Why not? Let's do it. Let's set it to sunset in a flat world. Just see how that goes. I mean, it looks awesome, doesn't it? It looks absolutely awesome. It does really well. Dark Fantasy Visuals. But now we've got another test to do. Let's go and see how Dark Fantasy Visuals works. With actions and stuff in its x64 mode, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the mobs were broken, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it worked perfectly. So let's load back into the compatibility world then. So this is Dark Fantasy Visuals with actions and stuff x64, and hopefully we should be in for some goodness here. Immediately the world looks the same, so it's still using those Dark Fantasy Visuals vibrant visual feelings. That's cool, very good, like we would have expected. And then when we get down here, once we get past the stuttering of Minecraft Bedrock, we can see we've got the actions and stuff custom textures on their mobs. The animations are working fine, and again, yeah, so I expect this to work because Dark Fantasy Visuals, like I said earlier, doesn't touch any of the mobs. So there shouldn't be any clashing. This should just be actions and stuff finding its own textures, and it's working fine. Now, the only thing that might be occurring here is maybe there won't be a shine or a glisten or a reflection that you might have had in Dark Fantasy Visuals that you wouldn't get in actions and stuff. And that I can believe that. Like, there are certain areas that actions and stuff doesn't really add reflections when I did my review. The link to the original reviews, by the way, I believe are down in the descriptions if you want to go and check them out. But like little things like his eyeglass doesn't reflect in the light at the moment. Do you know what I mean? That might happen in Dark Fantasy Visuals. It might not, but it might. We've also got over here, so the iron of the iron golems not reflecting. We saw that it did in X16 because it was using Dark Fantasy Visuals reflections. But there is a slight light to the vines on there. So that's the kind of differences that you're going to get with actions and stuff in X64 here. Not necessarily broken models, but maybe unused reflections. Which is absolutely fine. I mean, if you're using X64 actions and stuff, you like X64 actions and stuff. So that's part of the choice there. But maybe you just want a different feel for the lighting. And I think that's an amazing thing that Vibrant Visuals does. We spoke about it before the texture pack compatibility actually came in on my main channel, I think, where we spoke about how Vibrant Visual texture packs can be very different. Some are going to change everything. Some are going to change small little areas. And as we do that first pass and find no broken mobs, we can see that this Dark Fantasy Visuals one is one that changes lighting and nothing else, really, at the moment. Yes, it's got the custom grass block, but for the most part, it doesn't change too much. Oh, and it adds the height maps to the ores. We saw that as well. But for the most part, it doesn't change too much. And this allows packs like actions and stuff to be layered underneath it and essentially do the heavy lifting. So yeah, nothing broken here at all. Very, very good. And obviously another key thing, which we'll see at the end. All good here working as well. The Happy Ghast. All good there. Another key thing that we're going to see at the end is in X64, because we can use X64 and we can consistently know that we're getting actions and stuff textures, we're not having a fight like we would on X32, where sometimes it will use one and sometimes it will use another. Oh, they're all getting clapped. See you later, guys. Okay. Cheers for that. Yeah, that's working fine. We do also get to use the props. And that's a really good thing because, oh, this is very dark again. There we go. So yeah, this is pretty much identical here from what we had in terms of the overall feel. But props are very important to actions and stuff. It's a very good, somewhat secret feature, which if you are able to use, is very good. It's actually got me thinking about my Forever World here. I was debating using Dark Fantasy Visuals with actions and stuff and dropping the realistic biomes. Where's the Wither? I was thinking about dropping realistic biomes. And now I believe I can. Don't know where the Wither's gone. Oh, there he is. Hello. Not that we can see him at all, but he is there. Oh, he's got a bit of a glow to him in the night to make him stand out. Not much of one, but yeah, incredibly dark in the end here. Thanks to Dark Fantasy Visuals. But yeah, it's opened up a world of possibilities here. I'm not going to bother looking at the animated weapons. I know that they're going to work fine. That's just, you know, you can see them here with the 3D items or 3D tools. They've got a bit of a glisten on there as well, which is cool. Same over here too. So we know these are going to work absolutely fine. We maybe grab... I didn't mean to grab that one. I meant to... What am I doing? I've got this here. I wanted that one. Just want to have a look at that there. You can see it's got real body to it. But yeah, they're working absolutely fine. You can see the armors on here, the official actions and stuff. Armors. And then if we come over here as well, we get a little look at all of the props in actions and stuff using dark fantasy visuals as well. So that's really good. And if there is going to be any vibrant visual adaptations to these guys, I would expect it here. But it doesn't look like there is. Oh well, doesn't matter. But good to know. Another one that can go on the list as being a yes. I'm very happy for that. Let me know down in the comments what you think about today's video. What do you think about Dark Fantasy Visual? What do you think about actions and stuff? And what do you think about pairing the full actions and stuff thing with Dark Fantasy Visuals? If you have any corrections or any experience using the two together like that, let me know down in the comments. Help the community make the right choices. Please do leave a like on the video, drop that comment, and if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 800 subscribers. Help us get there. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!